Hello students, how are you all? Okay, hope you all are fine. So students, today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic, that is language across curriculum. And also we are going to see how this LAC can be applied in case of science. Okay, so LAC is our topic. Okay, yes. So, language across curriculum approach. It is one that integrates language learning and content learning to enhance learning outcomes. It focuses on improving language proficiency by grouping the unique nomenclature of English or science. Okay, now there are different purposes for this LAC system. One, it is to familiarize with the new vocabulary that is present in the content and the pronunciation. Then second, it is to familiarize with the subject specific words. Thirdly, it is to develop the ability to frame sentences or statements which have contextual meaning. Then, to minimize the spelling errors in different scientific terms. And we can say it is to develop competencies and skills to prepare for comprehending, then for identifying, selecting and integrating information in connection with specific text type, task and materials. So once again, it is to familiarize with the new vocabulary that is present in the content and the pronunciation. Then to familiarize with the subject specific words. Then to develop the ability to frame sentences or statements, then to minimize the spelling errors, and finally to develop competencies and skills to prepare for comprehending, identifying, etc. In connection with the specific text type, task and materials. Okay, now let us see how LAC is useful in science. So here we take a topic from chemistry and it is solutions. Okay, so dear students, you are familiar with the term solution, isn't it? So what is a solution? A solution is a mixture of solute and a solvent. The component which is small in fraction, it is a solute, and the other component which is large in quantity, it is a solvent. For example, in case of a sugar solution, the sugar is a solute and the water is a solvent. Okay, so there are different types of solutions, and in order to understand the types of solutions, let us have an experiment. Okay, so now let us take the solutions such as muddy water, rice soup and salt solutions in separate beakers. Okay, so you can take like this. This is a true solution. Okay, then this is a rice soup, okay, taken, and finally muddy water, okay, these are in separate beakers. Okay, behavior. Let us pass light through these solutions and observe the differences. Okay. So, for the true solution, I am just passing this light beam. Okay, observe it. You can see that the light passes, but there is no, the path cannot be seen. Okay. Now coming to the second one, that is, this is rice soup, and I'm just going to pass this light beam. Okay, observe it carefully. You can see that yes, the light is passing and the path can be seen. Okay, now finally muddy water. Okay, final case. Okay, I'm just doing like this. Observe it. You can see that the light does not pass. Okay, so that's the experiment. So now students, in which case the particle can be seen with our naked eye? Among these three types of solutions, only the particles of the suspension, that is muddy water, can be seen with our naked eye. Okay. Now, next, can you say in which case the path of beam can be observed? When light passes through these solutions, only the colloidal particle size is sufficient enough to scatter the light. Hence, we can see the path of light when it passes through rhizome, which is a colloid. Okay. So, what are colloids? Colloids are solutions in which the size of solute particle is between that of a true solution and that of suspension. The salt solution is an example of true solution, and muddy water represents suspension. The particles of a suspension are large enough to be settled on standing, whereas in true solution, the particles do not settle down on standing. Okay. Okay, students, now let us see how LAC is applied in the science curriculum. Okay, no, you know that the purpose of LAC is to learn the correct pronunciation and meaning of terms that we use in our curriculum, right? Okay, students, so here let us read the curriculum from the chapter solution. Okay, try to understand the meaning and the correct pronunciation of few words that we see in this text. Okay, the size of the solute particles present in a solution is so small that it cannot be seen with the naked eye. Since these particles are very minute, they cannot scatter a beam of light. Hence, the path is invisible. In the case of colloids, the solute particle size is comparatively large. Hence, they scatter a beam of light and make the path visible. Particles of suspension are large enough to be seen with the naked eye. Okay. Okay, now we have an assignment in which you can see the vocabulary chart showing some of the important technical terms that is used in curriculum. Okay, you may try to pronounce them and say the meaning of those terms. Okay, so we are coming on to this. The first word, coming to the first word, it is BEAM. Okay, the pronunciation is B. Meaning of the word is a narrow horizontal piece of light. Okay, then second word is COLLOIDS. The pronunciation for this word is colloid. Okay, it is colloid. The meaning is a homogeneous non-crystalline substance consisting of large particles. Okay, now moving on to the second word, that is SOLUTE. The pronunciation is solute. It is solute. The meaning is minor component in a solution. Okay, now coming on to this word SOLUTION. The pronunciation is solution. It is solution. Meaning is a liquid mixture in which the components are uniformly distributed. Okay, last word. Okay, SUSPENSION. Pronunciation is suspension. It is suspension. And the meaning is a mixture in which the particles can be seen with the naked eye. Okay. Okay, so students, I think that is clear. Okay, right? Yes. So now we have the second assignment. Okay. Okay. So here you can see the chart which gives a pronunciation few words. Okay, and here this is given in a jumbled manner, and you should write it in the correct order. Okay. Okay, please do it fast. Okay. So I will help you. Okay, for the first word, that is this MIXTURE. Okay, the correct pronunciation is, yes, this mixture. Okay, that is a correct pronunciation. 6. Okay, now second word, SOLUTE. For that, the correct pronunciation is, yes, solute. Okay, so the correct answer is 3. Now, coming to the next word, that is COLLOID. For this, the correct pronunciation is this, colloid. Okay, it is colloid. Okay, so the correct answer is 2. Okay, moving to the next word, that is SUSPENSION. For this, the correct pronunciation is, yes, suspension. Okay, suspension. So 5 is the correct answer. Now, moving to this word, SOLUTION. Okay, for this, the correct pronunciation is, yes, solution. Okay, solution. Correct answer is 4. And finally, for this, BEAM, it is this first one, beam. Okay, beam. So 1 is the correct answer. Okay, is it clear? Okay, very good. Okay, okay. So students, now let us have the third assignment. Okay, in which some mixtures and informations are given. What you have to do is, you have to match the mixtures with the relevant information. Okay, and you should read aloud. Okay, so please do it first. Okay, now I will help you. For the first mixture, solution, okay, the information relevant is, particles are, yes, very small, right? Okay, now for the second mixture, it is suspension. Okay, what's the answer? Yes, the particles are comparatively large and which can be, yes, seen. Okay, and finally for colloids, particles are, yes, comparatively large. Okay, okay, so these are the answer. I think that is very clear. Okay, okay students, so when we conclude, LAC approach is one that integrates language learning and content learning to enhance learning outcomes. Okay, then it focuses on improving language proficiency by grouping the unique nomenclature of English or science. Then the purpose of LAC, it is to learn the correct pronunciation and meaning of terms that we use in our curriculum. Then the meaning and the correct pronunciation of important words from the chapter solution was we already discussed. Then finally, we have done a number of assignments based on LAC for discussion and learn. Okay, so once more, the topics that we have discussed today is LAC. LAC approach is one that integrates language learning and content learning to enhance students, enhance learning outcomes. Then we have said, it focuses on improving language proficiency by grouping the unique nomenclature, English or science. Then, purpose of LAC, it is to learn the correct pronunciation and meaning of terms that we use in our curriculum. Then we said the meaning and the correct pronunciation of important words from the chapter solution that we discussed. Then finally, we have done a number of assignments based on LAC for discussion and learning. So students, by this our class ends. I think the topic is very clear, right? Okay. So thank you students. Thank you for your cooperation.